Appliances in Rensselaer and DeMott. All right, we are up on all of our video places, Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the little bell to get notified every time that we go live. You know what we should do every time we do that? We should say, click on the bell.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yep. Yep. It's
It's like we have boatloads
wacky
of.
morning. Zing, zing, zing.
It's like we have boatloads of
Ding.
sound effects at our disposal, but let's use the bell.
Yes. Listen, the bell still does the job, okay?
Sure, yeah.
When someone rings the bell, does someone not come out from the back room
Sure.
every
Yeah.
time? I mean, I'm just saying. Like, we have a bell up at the front desk the other day, and both you and I came running up.
We sure did.
How can we help you? Would you like a room here, sir?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which reminds me of an old hotel. I don't
Yeah.
know why. All right. None of that's why you called, though. TikTok hack. Put a roll of toilet paper in your fridge.
Okay.
Yes. Cool your butt down. My butt's so hot, I need frozen toilet paper. Maybe a little less Mexican food. Maybe,
All right,
maybe,
sure, yeah.
maybe slow down on Taco Tuesday there, pal. No, it is not apparently to place a coldness on your backside.
Okay.
No, it is to soak up moisture in your freezer.
In your freezer or in your refrigerator? Or either?
Oh, in your refrigerator.
Oh,
Sorry. In my
okay.
brain this whole time it was in the freezer. But I
Oh.
said fridge, but my brain said freezer.
Okay.
So in the fridge,
All right.
you're putting toilet paper in the fridge. It's supposed to absorb moisture in your fridge and help with unpleasant odors. Okay.
All right.
So are we trying to put Arm & Hammer out of business?
Yeah.
This is what they're there for.
Right.
This is it.
That and baked goods.
No.
And
no,
cleaning.
no. Well, I mean, a little bit cleaning. Like you can make toothpaste.
You can
know,
make
but
you can make so many things. I use it in my dishwasher.
you know that when you go to the store, they have little tabs you can just put in, and it does the whole trick.
Yes, yes.
Maybe stop making things.
Yeah.
Didn't you just rot out the inside of your car because you made windshield washer fluid?
The jury is out on that. We don't know that that's my pump did stop working on my windshield washer. I don't. Did I do that? I'm unsure. I'm worried about that. I might have done it.
I mean, I want to have you start doing TikToks with like life hacks.
Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
afraid your life hacks are going to ruin people's lives.
All right.
Well, we don't want that.
No, 3 tablespoons of baking soda.
Yeah.
And then fill up your little dispenser with vinegar. Close it. Wash your dishes. They'll be sparkling clean.
You do this every time?
No, not every time. Just if
Oh.
like the in between cycles. I use regular soap
Okay.
on the normal, but like
Okay.
it's a good clean out your dishwasher.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
different. Yes.
Yes.
Now I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
so-
do if the dishes are looking like cloudy, I will use this because it really makes them
All
look
right.
clean, like really clean.
All right. Well, maybe
Yeah.
I'll try it because I do get that cloudy sometimes with my beer glasses, because they're
yeah.
glass. Yeah.
If
So
I have a lot of glass glasses, I'll use the vinegar.
I don't know what it is. Over like the last year, I've really like switched over to drinking beer out of a glass, and I really like it. I know it's a dumb little thing. I don't even know if it changes
All
the
right.
taste
Do you
of it.
put
I
your
just
glass
enjoy it.
in the freezer first?
No.
No.
I don't really like that. I know a
No?
lot of people do. Like they have
Yeah.
frozen mugs or frozen glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really like that. I just like
Okay.
to. Honestly, what started it
Yeah.
was. So a couple of years ago, my parents went to Disney,
Okay.
and they bought us all Christmas presents at Disney because we were all going to their house for Christmas.
All right.
And my mom got me a shirt, a Star Wars shirt,
Uh-huh.
and must have thought that I was a 7-year-old girl,
Oh.
because it was really small
Okay.
and it was a female shirt.
Oh.
And
Whoopsie daisy.
she
Maybe she mixed up the packages, gave
Well,
your sisters to you, and no.
No, and also my sister not 7. So no, she said, and it did say it was unisex, but when you like looked at it, like
Yeah.
it was definitely,
Okay.
And I think maybe they just had it in the wrong section, and I think it was like a
Oh.
youth size. It
Oh,
was like
okay.
it was
Yeah.
like a youth extra large or something, And
Yeah.
so,
All right.
or my mom, still just sees me younger and smaller and doesn't realize like this area gotten
Sure.
a lot bigger. It's I have grown.
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Okay. Sure.
Out rather than up. You know,
Oh,
I stopped
right.
growing up, and so at some point you got to keep
Less
growing.
deep, more wide. Got
Yeah,
it.
I just do it. Yeah. So, but anyway, so when she returned the shirt back
Yeah.
because it was at a Disney store, so you have to go back to the Disney store to return it. So a year
Oh.
later, she returned it.
Yeah. I
And,
could sell that thing on
and,
on yard sale or
probably,
something. I don't
yeah.
go back to the store.
Here's what happened.
Yeah.
You could ship it back,
Uh-huh.
and they send you a gift card that's only good at the Disney store. And she thought they go there every year. They have a timeshare.
Uh-huh.
So she's like, I'll just get something next time I go.
Yeah.
So she bought me beer glasses.
Oh.
And so I thought, well, that's neat. So one day I just poured my beer in there instead of drinking out of the bottle. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, I kind of like this. And
Yeah.
next thing you know,
So you have Disney
That's
beer
it.
goggles then?
I-
And make the
Star
cartoon.
Wars. Star
Oh,
Wars.
to make
Yeah.
the cartoons look way more
It's-
attractive.
Wow. That's heavy duck. She's not even wearing pants. What a perv.
I was just
I
curious.
don't. Why? Scrooge McDuck is just swimming in money. Seems like a great idea. Throw all the money on the floor and just swim in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someday.
I don't have enough.
Put that on the bucket list.
Dump out the coin jar. Let's swim in that. Just
Yeah.
to feel like we're making it rain.
Yeah. I want to surf in
Yep.
a vault full of change.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to do that? Absolutely. So anyway, none of that is why you called. You called to find out why should I put my toilet paper in the fridge. So apparently it's because we're mad at Arm & Hammer. Because even though Chrissy uses Arm & Hammer for other things, the rest of us in the world know it's just there to be put in your fridge halfway open, and it sits there for at least 100 years. That's where it goes.
Okay.
That's,
yeah.
that is one of the only things, you know how you said you don't remember anything from your fridge as a kid?
Uh-huh.
You
I
know, like,
don't.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
remember. Okay, I got to
Yeah.
put that in as a poll question because no one remembers what was in their fridge as a child.
Okay. Let's on the next video, we will put it up
Okay.
as the hilltop in Morocco thing, so
All
people can
right.
comment on it. You know.
Okay.
So Chrissy doesn't even know if she had a fridge when she was a child. So
I really can't remember a refrigerator in that house.
see,
I'm
yep.
trying to think.
Yep.
There was a dishwasher. There
Sure.
was a stove.
Okay.
There was an oven.
All right. Well, I'm sure you pulled the cheese for grilled cheese out of somewhere.
Right, the
Like,
non-cheese
you
cheese.
guys
Yeah.
had
I
a
remember
cooler in the middle of the
I
living
remember
room?
unwrapping the cheese.
Yep.
You
see.
know.
Yep. mhm.
The cheese singles.
Sure. Yep. Well, the only thing I remember from my grandmother's fridge was the Arm & Hammer. It always had Arm & Hammer in there.
Yeah.
So, Jason says not to change the subject, but who's on what and what kind is it? Because the poll question today is a legit stoner's thought. Yes, I feel vindicated. Jason, I don't know if you were listening first thing this morning, but I would like you to go back to the start of the podcast. For those that didn't know, we take the whole show and we put it up as a podcast every day, and it's wherever you can find podcasts: Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. You okay? A little too hot for you? Trying to cool down the mold? So
This
trying
is
to
not
burn
the
out
dirty-
the
this is not the dirty coffee
No, that
cup.
one's not. No,
Yeah. No,
no.
these I wash in the in the dishwasher with baking soda.
So, just so you know, Jason, I said the same thing this morning. So go back and listen to the start of the podcast when we started the poll question early on, and I said the same thing that it has been a long time since I said Chrissy is the highest person that ever gets high, and I bring that back today. So
I think you're just getting used to my.
you're,
Do you ever wonder?
yeah, maybe I am. Yeah, your Andy Rooney-ness. Yes. But your Andy Rooney-ness is way out there. Like, but so anyway, what I was saying about the fridge though is I remember going to my grandma's fridge and always a box of Arm & Hammer in the
Yeah.
back, like with the tab ripped open, like, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
there forever and ever and ever. I don't
Yeah.
think she ever changed it. I think,
Oh.
yeah, she died, I think 30 years ago, and it's still in her fridge.
Still in
I
the
think,
fridge.
yeah, still in her fridge. Yeah.
Sold it to another family.
Yes.
It's still there.
Yes.
This is original box of baking
Yes,
soda.
that's right.
It's gonna have to stay there.
Yes.
Now
So
we'll sell you the house, but you have to leave
do
the
not-
baking soda.
Do not touch the baking soda. So even though Chrissy uses baking soda for baking, whatever, said this morning she uses it for baking cookies. I'm like, Why are you going through all that? They come in a sheet that you break them off, and they're in the perfect size. You put them on a cookie sheet,
Sure.
and you eat them. They're
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
Baking them, put ingredients in, mix it all up. Powder on my face.
Yeah. I use my fancy mixer I waited 15 years to buy because
my
I'm too
goodness.
cheap.
Mixer?
Yeah.
They have a package. They're all mixed already. They're ready to go. Where is that recipe from? It's from a French man named Nestle Toulouse.
Yes.
All right. So they say toilet paper is absorbent, so it'll soak up some of the extra moisture, but eventually you'll just have a wet roll of paper hanging out with your vegetables. That's what I think. If I open my refrigerator,
Yeah.
my refrigerator is not the cleanest, not the most
Uh-huh.
organized. We went
Yeah.
through that picture thing before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I never did mine, but it's got to be more organized than
Way
yours.
more, yeah.
Did you ever post yours? You
I
did.
did,
Oh,
yeah,
you did.
yeah.
I just didn't follow through.
No, no, you should get you a sheet that
Yeah.
reminds you of things like that. So, but I would not want someone to open my refrigerator
Yeah.
over for a visit and see a roll of toilet paper there.
Yeah, that's weird.
If I went to someone's house and I opened that up, I would go, "Were you in the middle of something and forgot what you were doing?"
Do you know how many times I've looked for something I lost in the refrigerator because, I do that?
Listen, I'm telling you, when I was a kid, we were looking all over for the remote. And
In
then
the
we found it,
refrigerator.
and my sister had put it there. We figured
Yeah.
that out. Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
but I'm with them. Even if it's a toilet paper roll that soaks up the moisture, eventually I just have a wet glob of toilet paper in my fridge.
Ugh.
Right? See, doesn't that seem gross?
That
Like, I don't
does
want to deal
seem-
with that.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Benjamin says, recently found out a little baking powder in the water while boiling eggs makes them peel super easy.
Really?
Huh.
I did not
Interesting.
know that.
So we're saying we put them in there before peeling, and then a little baking soda in the water. Oh, so when you're making like hard-boiled eggs? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it makes them easier to peel. Hard boiled eggs sometimes they're like, I
Gotcha.
don't know what makes them like that. I thought it was the peeler, but
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
And Jason says, well, Steve, when you're on a certain something, you're always making cookies and plenty of it. So that's
actually I don't even eat sugar
Is it-
or the other stuff.
These cookies are the best. I think it's usually brownies they make, but
Oh, they make
yeah,
brownies.
but-
I mean, I bake a lot, but I don't eat it.
yeah.
But I bake it.
But I think that was a famous episode of Taxi. I think Jim was making cookies that were making everybody like super hyper at work, and it turned out they had cocaine in them.
Oh,
Yeah,
it went
yeah.
the other direction.
Yeah, the la cocaina. So it was he was visited by famous Amos in the episode too.
Oh.
Probably because he had eaten so many cookies. It's probably not for real. It was a floating famous Amos. So there you go.
All right.
All right. So I don't know if we learned anything here, but I would definitely say I would not put toilet paper in my fridge. I would just go with baking soda.
Yeah.
And I would also buy bake and bake cookies. Yeah, always. Yeah. Yeah, there's no need for all that work. Yeah, you could shake your head at me. Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
baking.
Yeah. Maybe if you spent less time baking, you can clean your mug. How about that?